What's your thoughts on the Anthony Joshua versus Ruiz rematch? Who do you think is going to win?
Ruiz is one of those, he looks fat as shit, he looks terrible, he looks like he can't do anything, but he's been boxing since he's like 9 years old. He's got such slick movement. I love Joshua. I think that Joshua will finish him. Because people forget finishing Ruiz. Like, he floored him with a massive, such a beautiful combination. He went right, left, uppercut, left. Left hand floored him, and Ruiz didn't know where he was. And Ruiz says, I hit him with a lucky punch. I think he'll look like.
I think Ruiz has a
My view is that Joshua knocked him out inside 6 rounds.
I think it's still a 50-50 because Ruiz knocked Joshua out like 3 or 4 times during the first fight, and I think the second fight Ruiz will
I also think
much better.
Ruiz's behaviour since the fight screams arrogance. It screams arrogance. Like, I love Joe Rogan, but he's gone on Joe Rogan podcast. He's gone on a whole of who's that guy? The late night show. He's gone on that.
Yeah, the late
screams arrogance. Your behaviour screams arrogance. I'm the first Mexican heavyweight. Yeah, you're also the first man to lose your world title in your first defence because Joshua's going to finish you. That's my view.
Joshua will win the rematch. Definitely, he's got a better chance.
I would love him to stop him.
What's your thoughts on the Anthony Joshua versus Ruiz? Who do you think is going to win on the next fight?
Joshua's on the ropes a bit at the moment because Ruiz, a chubby Mexican, he hasn't got a lot to come back on, but and Joshua knows how good he is, and he's one of the best in the world. Everyone knows that. But I think Joshua's got it. But Ruiz is obviously a good fighter, but I think Joshua's got it, to be honest with you.
What do you think of the AJ versus Ruiz? Do you think AJ will win the rematch?
Ruiz.
Yeah. Do you think he will win against Ruiz?
First off, it depends where it is. Because I know they're chatting about Cardiff or MSG. If it's Cardiff, I back AJ. Because he loves home soil. He'll be on it. He'll come out. He'll come straight on Ruiz, who's a smaller guy. And I think we'll get the win. But MSG, if he sits back and he's nervous again, then I'm not sure I back him.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think people underestimate how mental, like how strong the mental aspect is of the fight game. You know, whether you're talking about your UFC, you're talking about your boxing, things like that. But you know, AJ is an English, born and bred. He's come through as a gold medalist. What you got to do as someone, you got to back him. You got to back him.
Don't get me wrong, I want him to win, but I'm not convinced. Like I was last time.
He's got the muscle, he's got the strength there, he's got the power to knock him out.
But that's not always such a good thing.
He's got the physicality, that's no question.
Yeah, but big muscles isn't always a benefit in heavyweight fights.
100%.
First 3 or 4 rounds is a benefit, but after that, lactic acid builds up.
Lactic acid,
That's a struggle. And someone like Ruiz, he can just go in with them after that.
I mean, like, I feel like before the Ruiz fight, we saw the cracks showing in like AJ's game, but like almost you didn't want to believe it, sort of thing. Okay, what happened? It happened with Ruiz. No, I'm happy for him. He got knocked down. He came back. He fucking did what he had to do. He did the job. And like, you know, you follow his life after the Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. This guy is doing madness. This guy could retire tomorrow. And this guy is going to be a legend. So he's done what he's got to do. I don't think AJ's in for an easy night when he comes back to try and win his title.
If Ruiz comes to England, knocks out AJ, then he's a fucking sick man. If he's done it in England, then what are you going to say? Like, then AJ's got to properly rebuild. Whereas at the moment, like, he could win his titles back and he's back in the same position. But if Ruiz knocks him out and AJ's actually got to rebuild, then Ruiz is on another level.
He's on another level. Like, one thing that I respect about AJ is that no matter what the situation is, he turns it into a positive message, a motivational message. Like,
I find that annoying.
I mean, okay, fine. But also, you know, let's be realistic in the fight game. It's never going to go perfect for you. especially when you're competing at the top.
Oh yeah,
And it's
that's
like,
right. That's right.
I saw a recent interview with him, and it was like, yeah, my goal, my next goal is to become two-time heavyweight champion of the world.
Fair enough.
And I look at that and I'm like, do you know what? I'm vouching for
Yeah, I respect that.
I'm vouching for that because he understands that he's not perfect. He's not perfect. And nobody's perfect in the
Yeah,
fight.
he knows it, but he's got to do something different. Because his last fight was bullshit.
I mean,
He was all over the place.
there's a lot of controversy about his last fight. I mean, look, if you watch a lot of boxing and stuff, like you get into the habit of sort of reading fighters, you know, like seeing what their sort of personality is, seeing how they're looking. You look right. And
No, but also, when is the last time you saw him against someone who was below 6'3", in amateurs as well, and looked comfortable? He's never looked comfortable against someone below 6'3". He's not comfortable with those guys coming into him and trying to go for that duck in and then throw his punches.
exactly. I mean, on one hand, you take that into account. You take the fact that he was an MSG into account.
Yeah.
He's trying to build a
Like a brand.
American profile. But then also, on the flip side, let's give a little bit of credit to a man like Andrew.
Yeah, he's done well.
He went down. He got back up.
And it
Whenever
was-
he got caught, he come back fighting.
And it weren't even-
that's what Mexicans do.
It weren't even like he went down. It was like he got
he got
He
clocked.
went down.
clocked.
He went
Yeah,
down. He
yeah,
went
yeah,
down.
yeah.
He went down.
And he came back and he fucked up for 4 more rounds. That's what, 12 more minutes. That's a long time in boxing.
The last thing I'll do about that fight is take credit away.
Nah,
From a man like
100%.
Andrew.
Andrew,
He deserves where he is right
yeah, Andy Ruiz deserved it, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But personally, I'm hoping AJ comes back. That's what I'm
I mean, look, if you're taking
But I'm not convinced by it, but I'm hoping
if
it's
you're
not.
taking the English aspect,
Do you think the AJ and Deontay Wilder fight can still happen, or do you think?
Well, yeah, money-wise, like it's gonna happen because why would you throw that kind of money away? But the money would have been bigger if he hadn't got knocked out.
Oh,
but
yeah.
if he comes back, then
I think the money will be the same.
I think it'll be bigger because
bigger, if
then
not bigger.
If he comes back, it'll be bigger because then there's a question about is AJ vulnerable, like, and then it
This fight wouldn't make it, really.
yeah. It provides questions to the fight. Before it was like there were no questions because both of them were undefeated. Both of them knocked out everyone. It was
Someone's always got to go.
it was basically like whoever hits first. Whereas now it's not so much whoever hits first. It's more about technique and actual boxing skill.
Yeah, boxing.
Because so now he's shown a weakness. Can Deontay Wilder exploit that?
I think he can because he fought Dominic Brazil, and he knocked him.
Nah, don't even chat about Dominic Brazil. They've both beat him easy. Dominic Brazil doesn't say shit about either of them. As in Dominic Brazil doesn't show anything about either, I don't think. Dominic Brazil's the kind of guy which they both just bang out.
Yeah, he knows
But he
boxing.
doesn't show anything.
He knows boxing.
As in, yeah, I don't think Dominic Brazil is like a sign of anything.
But do you think Deontay Wilder is able to knock out AJ in the early rounds? Because he's got the power
one
and
thing that I would say about Wilder is that like I came here to O2 and we both came and we saw DeGale versus
Eubank.
Eubank
Jr.
Jr. And like one thing that I'll say, especially seeing it live, is that the two fighters that I would say that come out to me in terms of natural athleticism is Wilder and Eubank Jr. And one thing that I'll say about Wilder is he carries his power.
This I'm gonna disagree.
Yeah, jump in. But all I'm going to say is that Wilder, he carries his pace, he carries his power. He carries everything until the last minute of the 12th round.
Same as you.
Oh yeah, and what Tyson Fury did, he was able to come back.
Tyson Fury doesn't necessarily carry power because he doesn't necessarily have like, a lot of power in any of his shots. Like he's more of like a touch and move. But
Tyson Fury can carry it to the 12th round in terms of what he does, and so can Deontay Wilder. But I don't know if AJ can carry it till the 12th round in terms of his best skills.
When he gave up, basically, he looked like he gave up.
So as a fighter, you know that you have to convince the referee that you're okay.
Yeah,
That's like number one thing the referee says is make sure I know you're okay.
Yeah.
He said to the referee, "Oh, I'm going back here. I'm doing my thing," and the referee was like, "Not that too." So that's what made me think that he quit.
What do you look like when your hands are on the ropes like this and you're just like, oh yeah,
You watched the fight live?
okay.
You watched the fight live? And like, you know what? It was what time? 5:30 in the morning.
Somebody in the morning.
I looked at that fight and I
America.
thought, man, that guy's done. He's quit that.
That's what I thought as well.
He looked like he was done when
Man,
he first came into the ring.
Also, every time.
He did not look right. And that's what I was saying. Like when you're like a fan of boxing and stuff, like you get into the habit of sort of trying to read fighters, trying to see how they look. You know, when they come into the ring, when their names are getting called out and stuff. This guy was like chewing on his gum and shield. It did not look right. But
Also, how many fights does he have before that? 22?
AJ.
20 odd fights, yeah.
Professionally.
He got
Every single time before you have a professional fight, I've seen like video of it in the dressing room. The referee comes in, they tell you the rules, they say to you, you have to commit to me that you're okay. It's not my job, it's your job.
your
Commit
job.
to me that
Exactly,
you're okay.
exactly.
And AJ clearly was not trying to. He was avoiding the referee, which is what makes me think that maybe he quit.
Yeah, I mean, take that into the perspective of fucking like, Fury that got dropped.